7th grade, same thing. It's always the early days.
Yeah.
It's always the early days. Made out with a girl who was, I guess, technically my first girlfriend.
First name?
Kim.
Ooh.
And had a big makeout sesh.
Okay.
Super stoked about it. Really
Right.
happy. She had a party, so it was out in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
And came back in the house.
Dude, I'm watching your wheels go back to memory lane, and it's making me happy. Continue.
Because it was a goddamn travesty. I had a boner.
Okay.
But I didn't realize what angle it was at.
Your spatial awareness for your boner was non-existent.
Non-existent.
Okay.
So I walk it back in thinking I just had a sweet makeout sesh, time for some pretzels and soda pop, because that's what was on the fare that night.
Uh-huh.
So, and I think somebody noticed it.
Right. Which is, I guess, a good thing.
I had to do some fast, awkward adjusting.
Yeah.
And it was not subtle. It was not pretty. I acted it almost looked like on those stunt movies when they shoot somebody and they go flying backwards out of the room. That's what it looked like.
Oh, dude. Wow.
So what are you going to do? I'm not going to, it was a special night. It was a special night.
Was Kim present for that part?
No.
She bailed?
Yeah.
Make out and bail. That's so good.
The worst.
That's so good.
It's the worst. You don't know what you're doing at that age. You don't know.
What age did you think you knew what you were doing in that department?
A week ago.
That long?
A week ago. And even that, I'm still not a hundo.
I think what I've done and I've mastered is being able to say a lot of words without saying anything at all. And so that's my go-to. Whenever I get a question that I might necessarily like, I'll just say a lot of different words that it really means nothing. So
all right,
let's
run it right now. Ready?
Genius.
Yep.
Patrick, it was a great game out there. You guys really tried, and you came up short. So what are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to get out there and do whatever you can to try to find a way to get a win. But at the same time, it's not always going to go your way. And so for us, it's about going back to the drawing board, putting in the work, and then seeing what we can do next week.
That was a master class. I know. I got to get up and walk that off. That was a master class. It's funny you did the girl voice. Where you do but all guys. I do love and appreciate how all guys have. When they imitate their girlfriend, they're like, nying, 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 nying. But women are just as bad.
You got real specific about their own girlfriend. I was doing a general one.
I'm doing general.
Okay.
I'm doing general. But everybody has their general, the opposite sex voice.
Totally.
Okay, so, but when men do their opposite sex voice, they do,
or the cackle.
And then when girls do their opposite, they go, duh. What? So anyway, where am I?
Yeah.
What planet am I on? Where are my pants? Am I right, Claire?
That is so true.
Did you hear her? She just went, "That's so true."
Oh, that's so true.
See, this is what we're dealing with, folks.
We're bringing genders together.
Yeah, let's bring it together. Let's do an honest representation.
Okay, ready?
Of one another.
Here's my impersonation of Claire.
Okay.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, see, that was nice.
Right. That was deeper than Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, but it's pleasant. It's pleasing to the ear.
She has a nice voice.
It's not.
No,
now, Claire, you do us.
Hey everyone, I'm Riggle, and I'm Darren Leader.
Spot
you
on.
Kind of nailed it.
Wait, now how do I sound, you guys? Do I sound weird?
You sound deep.
You
But you have a
like
rich.
You sound like Christian Bale doing Batman.
Yeah.
You guys all sound super high pitched. I'm not joking.
Really?
Yeah, you sound low. No BS. You sound low
You sound
and
like
robotic.
Bane. You sound like Bane.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna reconnect.
Okay.
He sounds like this.
Yeah. I've got a world class engineer here. I'm gonna just ask her if she'll help us out real quick. Claire, do you want to fix whatever's going on.
Claire
Yeah.
is not Night Shadow right now.
No.
Claire, it must be just a connection.
Yeah, do you want to just reconnect?
Yeah, let's reconnect.
No, reconnect. Let's reconnect.
reconnect.
Let's reconnect.
Voice
oh my God,
is so.
it sounded so scary.
That's Night Shadow's voice.
And he said, we were up here. We were like, meow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Look how dumb you look.
You know what? I heard you laugh, ROQ. Not cool. Not cool. You know what? I don't look dumb. And you know what? You do.
I don't. Look at my hair.
I've seen your hair.
That's not dumb.
You have seen your hair.
I like you cracked yourself up with that
I
one.
did. I was going to say senor hair.
Uh-oh.
Will?
Will's back. Will?
Now, how do I sound this time?
Yeah, you sound deep.
You are low.
Let me see.
You don't have your testicles like in hot water or anything like that, right? You're just normal sitting there in a chair.
Honestly, I bought this computer.
Voice is crazy, dude.
I don't know what's going on. My internet speed is really good. Do you want to start a new meet? Can you, Claire?
Yeah, I'll just send a new meeting over.
A new meeting list to send it to me. Don't record this.
We're live, by the way.
Or secret thruples at. Okay, so just send it to me.
I'll
At
resend that.
ashleymadison.com.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was the greatest interview ever. Night Shadow is a great interviewer. Gary's favorite law is in Alaska, you cannot push a live moose out of an airplane.
Correct.
That's... I knew that was your favorite one, Gary.
I just want to meet the fella who's responsible for this.
Who pushed a live moose out of a plane to the point where they had to create a law preventing that? Because that happened.
Well,
otherwise, they wouldn't create a law about it.
Well, it's out of safety concerns for the welfare of the moose and the safety considerations for people on the ground. Nobody wants to get hit with a moose.
Yeah,
well-
you just know somebody had to go, Darren, we've talked to you about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren, Darren, what are you putting that moose in your plane for?
Nothing.
I don't think that's your weight standards are going to be. You're going to be over the weight.
Nothing.
You're not planning on pushing that moose out, are you?
Nope.
Why can't you make eye contact?
Nope. I'll see you in a little bit.
Nope. Just give me the moose now.
Don't look up.
Give me the moose now, Darren. That's a 2,000-pound creature.
They're huge.
That's a ton.
Yeah.
If you push a ton out of a plane, it's going to go bang when it
You're
hits.
dead.
Everybody's dead.
You're dead.
The moose is dead.
Yeah, think?
You think. And then anything underneath it, that hit a house, it would blow up the house.
Oh, easily. I don't know if I can get on your train right now.
Why, what? Ranch? It's good ranch at Chili's.
It's fine ranch.
It's good. It's top 3.
Mark, where's the best ranch?
The best ranch, maybe Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, holy cow.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
You come in hot with Chili's and homie drops a Texas Roadhouse, that's it.
Well, that's a trump card.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I backed that play, but I'm saying top 5. Chili's is top 5 ranch.
All right, I'm not going to argue with that.
Okay. But he was on New Girl for many, many years. And then, of course, I had the privilege of working with Jake on Let's Be Cops. And then, of course...
And New Girl, Riggle. You were on that show, too.
Oh, and I was on New Girl. You know what? That's no joke. No joke. I get when people like see me or stuff at the shopping mall, the Radio Shack. Do they still exist? No.
Yes.
No,
Oh, they're done?
I think they're done.
Oh, what a drag.
So when I'm at the mall and people come up, they're like, "Oh my God, I love you on New Girl." I get New Girl more than anything else.
Well, you were very funny on it, man. We on the show, we all talked about you, Greenfield, Damon Moore, and I, till that show died. Riggle came in like you always do on every set, and just you murdered everybody.
I don't know. Zoe might not have enjoyed it as much though.
I think
I love
so.
her to death.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm a super fan of hers. But I don't. I walked out like I felt bad, like I had done something wrong.
I think here's what happened with Zoe. I think she did enjoy it. She had to deal with so much bullshit from me, Max, Lamorne, and Damon. So she was just trying. She was also the executive producer. She's just trying to keep the ship going. And when an idiot came on and was adding more fuel to the dumb fire, I think she was like, and she had it also with Justin Long. When Justin showed up, she's like, do you mind saying a line on the script? And we're all like, do worse, do worse.
I did feel like I was getting the look from you and Max, giving me the like, yeah.
Well, because it's so funny, man. You're such a killer.
Let the prairie fire.
My favorite is what you did for us. Damon and I still talk about Let's Be Cops. When Damon and I were just banging our head against a brick wall, sometimes being like, "Where's the joke here?" You came in with a pretty serious role, and then would just hang out at Video Village and just pitch jokes and throw funny things. They're like, "Man, Riggle's just the best."
Do you have? And I hope I'm one of them. Am I your 3 a.m. call?
Oh, totally. And I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
Here's why you're my 3 a.m. call.
Yeah.
Scenario.
Yeah. Because okay, you go first.
No, you can set it up. You can talk about it.
No, I'm just saying, if that phone rings at 3 and I see it's you, I pick it up and I'm already getting dressed and grabbing my keys to the car.
Right. So it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I ring you and it rings. You pick it up. You go, "What's up?" Because that's probably what you'd say. "What's up?" It's fucking scary, right? I go, "Dude, get dressed. Bring a shovel. Meet me at the corner of Smith and Rossington.
Yeah.
In 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You would not ask me, "Dude, what's going on?" You would just probably go, "Okay, later." Click.
I would, honestly, in that scenario, I would say, "How do you spell Rossington?" You know, the thing, you know what's funny is if you called me at 3 a.m. With major emergency, I'd be there.
Mm-hmm.
If you called and said, "Can you come over on Saturday and help me move?" I wouldn't be there. Isn't that weird?
So you can't?
No.
On Saturday?
No. Isn't that interesting?
It is interesting, and here's what's really crazy. No bullshit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call you to help me move. I would call you to help me bury a body, and that's weird.
Yeah,
because I don't want to inconvenience you with the moving stuff.
But moving's bullshit.
Moving sucks. No good friend asks their friends to move.
No,
to help move.
You don't do that.
But sometimes when you need to suppress evidence, or just hide things, you can call, and that call will be answered.
There you go.
And I appreciate it. And that's what this show is about.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, too.
Thanks, man.
Nice. Did you get me anything?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Thanks.
Do they give you a hard time? Do they want to fight you? What do you pick up when you announce that because I assume you announce you're Canadian when you come into places.
I generally have somebody come. You know how when they used to, like a king used to come and they had the guy. And I have a guy who does that.
You have your own trumpeter? That's fantastic.
And he comes out and he's always like, "Look out, eh? Here he go."
Hey.
So he's had some Molson Goldens already.
Oh, fuck, he's had a few, eh? He might have had north of 16, 17 beer, you know?
Beer.
Yeah. He's had a few for sure, eh, bud? Yeah, he's been putting them back since probably like 11 a.m., you know?
You know, when I got on to Tulsa King, my wife, Reve, and we Zoomed with Sylvester Stallone. It was just like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. It's Stallone. And you hear all these things. And I had heard this press about this, Sylvester, that he's difficult or this or that. I'm like, I've worked with some difficult people. Let's see what this is like. Yeah. So the first day on the set, he's just like, he knows your lines. He knows his lines. He knows the scene that precedes this, that we shot 2 weeks ago. He knows exactly what's going on in the next thing. He helps write all the scripts. This guy is a machine.
Yeah.
And his wife's always around her. His kids are always on set. And he's always there. And he's in it to win it. And at 78 years old, this dude makes us look like weenies. Yeah. His fingernails have veins. I mean, he's just shredded. He gets into it so much. So he literally, he's getting so tense and he's grabbing his package and he's just getting it and he's just so angry. I'm like, and there's a part of me, I'm like, holy smokes. Like one of the greatest actors of all time. Yeah. I mean, he really is. One of the most successful men of all time, cares so much that he's hurting himself to give me everything. Off camera. Giving me everything he has to make sure this scene is awesome. I'm sitting there and I start doing Stallone. Oh, you think some kind of tough guy? Oh. in his face. And I can see his hands balling up into fists.
So you've got a real reaction.
Oh, he's getting angry, and he's off camera. This is all just, and I'm like, and then I go off, and Reve's like, no, you can't do that day one. He's gonna fire you. You can't lose this job. This is a great job. I'm like, no, honey, I think he's really liking this. I think he is. And I go back and we do it again, and I keep doing it. And we finally finish the scene. And he gives me the biggest hug. He's like, dude, that's what we want on the show. You came and you brought it. I'm gonna give it back to you. We're gonna make something great this season.
And
then he comes backstage and to the area where Reve and a couple of my buddies are. Steve Mitchell, who's the Tulsa King himself, and Chris Tucker was there, a friend of ours, and we're all just sitting there. And he comes and he holds court for 40 minutes telling stories, and it was like, if I hadn't given all of myself with all my confidence to my approach of acting and losing myself in a character, those things wouldn't happen.
Well, I've learned a lot about you. I've learned that your mouth is amateur night. And I learned that you want a bass boat.
That's the perfect description of my mouth. My palate. My palate is amateur night.
It is. Your mouth is like 9 p.m. on a Friday night at the club. That's what it is. It's a Thursday morning. Yeah. You're off tour.
Okay.
Your wife's at yoga.
No, she's probably working.
She's working at hot yoga. Okay. She runs the whole shop. You've got the whole day from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. What are you doing that day?
Hopefully I could sleep in.
Yeah.
My job involves doing everything. Traveling and going everywhere. So when I'm in downtime, I aggressively do nothing.
I like the verbiage.
So like I'll probably just be. We like to watch like really crappy reality shows.
Okay.
Paramount Plus has like all of them.
All right.
It's really it. I'm very boring.
Oh, I don't think you're boring. I think you.
I like the verbiage of aggressively
do nothing.
Do nothing, because I know, and we all, if you live on the road, when you get home, you want your downtime to be downtime.
Now, what's that? You guys can high five. This is a podcast, so no one's going to see you guys high five.
We'll know. We'll know that we did that.
We know.
Yeah, but you should tell the listener we're about to high five. We just high fived.
We just high five. We're going to do another one. Are you coming out of your bunker today? I know you're down there now.
You know what, man? I got to be honest. I feel like today could be the day. I've kind of warned my family. Eventually, I may disappear forever, and I feel like I'm having a great time talking to you guys. Yeah. I've got a ton of beef jerky down here already. Yeah. I've got some video games. I've got some arts and crafts projects. I got like some painting stuff and some crayons I can do, to keep myself busy. I think I might just say goodbye to my family.
This is awesome that we get to talk to you on this day.
That's amazing. That's an amazing decision.
And look, I hope that they have a great life. I hope they have a lot of fun. If they replace me, that would also be, I hate to think about my wife with someone else, Yeah.
What if it was with Riggle?
Well, I'm hoping that Riggle is not thinking in those terms. we've been friends a long
No, that's
time.
me. I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
Darren likes to,
I would just ask you as a courtesy, please don't try to, move in to my house and take over my family and, replace me. Cause it's not cool. I've sort of told you as a secret, I'm going to lock myself in my bunker. I'm hoping you will honor our friendship and not try to steal my family.
Absolutely. And I just want the best for you guys. You're still on the east side. Yeah.
I am. Yeah, you don't need to write that down. I'm not going to give you my home address because it seems like
I got it already. I remember I sent you the Christmas cards. So
yeah, I'm in Pasadena.
I just want to make sure you're still there. You're still there. That's good.
Yeah, we're in Pasadena, but you don't need to come out here. I'm sort of asking you because I have already locked all the doors and set all the alarms on my bunker, so no one will come down.
I think he's just trying to be a friend and say he's going to make sure everything's cool at the house.
I just, my daughter, we don't. My family doesn't need another father figure. Like I'm my daughter's dad.
How tall are you, Rob?
You've raised your kids.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Yeah. How tall are you?
6'2".
Okay, you guys got about the same build, so I think this is going to work out really nice.
This is a bummer. All right.
Listen, good luck down in the bunker.
Yeah, like I said,
I hope you're not right. I hope you're not right, because if you're right, we're all dead.
We're going to high five for the listeners.
Yeah, high five.
How did I get thrown under the
I
bus.
love your air horn.
Thank you very much, Rob.
Dude, that's not what he said earlier. He's like, have you heard Gary's air horn? It's so stupid.
No, that's not. I'm going to talk like that.
No, he didn't say so stupid. He said it's really stupid.
No, I don't.
Why does
I don't
Rob
talk like this.
Why does Rob sound like he smoked for 60 years?
Yeah, and when did I become an all-star wrestler, by the way? When did I become an all-star?
The name's Riggle, Rob Riggle. Have you heard Gary lately? Gary's his air horn sounds terrible, man. It sounds like this. Fern, fern, fern.
Hey!
See that? Hey!
Wow, he's throwing me off. I don't even know who you are, Gary.
Gary is a leader of men and a producer extraordinaire.
That's how you're going to describe Gary?
Yeah.
Okay, our manager, Bruce Allen, he says, listen, I got you the tour with ZZ Top, but what I want you to do, I don't want you to go in there and get all friends and Canadian on these guys. I want you to play the show and get the hell out of the arena, right? So the first night we do the show, and at the end of the show in these arenas, hockey rinks, there's these big showers. They got like 15 shower nozzles. So we turn them all on, and we put chairs in there, and we got the hot water on our backs, and we just finished doing a show for an hour, and the crowd went crazy. And the whole place is totally steamed up. You can barely see. And we're not supposed to talk to the guys at ZZ Top. We're not supposed to chum around with anybody, play the show and get out of town. So we're in the showers and we're all sitting there talking about how great the show was. And all of a sudden, these three figures appear in the steam at the entrance to the shower. And there's three of them standing there and you can't really see them. You can just see that there's three things standing there. And all of a sudden, one of the guys goes, "Who's the guy with the trash mouth?" And they all point at me and they go, "It's Reno. He's the guy who's been swearing up there." And he goes, "Welcome to the tour, you guys." And they did the thing where they rolled their hands like this and they pointed that way and they were gone.
No.
I just had to pinch myself. I said, "Is this you?" Because we weren't even supposed to talk to these guys. Management said, "Stay away from these guys. They've been touring for years. They don't want to hear about you. You know, they don't want to hear any of the
right.
You guys." They just said, "Play the show and get out of there." And the first night, these three guys come to our dressing room and do the whole ZZ Top.
I love that they did what they do on stage just for you, your own personal.
That's amazing.
Okay, so tell us about this show. So you decided to reboot it and you reached out to, or did Selena, or you both came together? What?
We had just been, so she's good friends with my wife too, and all of us had just been hanging out. We drink a glass of wine and go, where are the characters up to? What are they up to nowadays? Yeah. And so we just kept talking, and finally I was like, Selena, we should have this same conversation without the wine in front of Disney and see what happens. And so we did, and they were like, yeah, you guys got something here. So we spent time developing it, and we shot the pilot early this year, and we got picked up, and we're on episode 14 right now.
Oh my gosh.
Of 21. And
you got 21 order?
21 episode order. Old school sitcom format. It's awesome.
Nobody gets a 21 order.
No one gets a 21 order.
Come on, man.
Amazing, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's impressive. That doesn't.
He's killing the game.
He's killing it right now.
We're working hard. I got 3 mouths to feed. 4 with my wife.
Exactly.
Yeah. We got to work.
Well, you got. Hey, Masters doesn't pay for itself.
Oh my God.
So
that's not every Tuesday.
I'm not going to ask the first one because I know that you saw the answer.
Well, ask it anyway because the answer's so obvious.
What's the supreme law of the land, Rob?
The Bible.
Okay, there we go. We're going to need you to go right back to Canada. Start again.
It's the Constitution.
Copy that. Okay. Give me question 23, please. This is a dealer selection. This is dealer's choice right now. We're going to, name your U.S. representative.
Okay, that's the worst question we could have picked.
Gary, this is not your test to give.
I know. Well, I'm just saying we're not going to have the right answer on here.
Well, we have the Google, right? Is it impossible to figure out?
That's not.
Yeah, Rob, what's your address?
That's not a,
Name your...
We can't do that one.
Yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. What, do you know? Because I don't.
Okay, here, I'll say this. I don't know the congressman or woman's name.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I currently live in the 26th district in California, which is great. Which is more than most people know.
Okay, but that's not the question.
And I know who my representative was back in Kansas. It was Kevin Yoder.
Cool. Here's what I would say to you.
I have the 26th district.
What I would say to you is if I was administering the test to you and you gave me that answer, I'd go, that's not correct. I would just say that clearly to you.
I put it to most Americans. Most.
Oh, I'm not, dude. I'm not claiming to know the answer.
Because you have the same congressman. Who is it?
It's Lee Zelder.
It's not Lee Zelder.
I took a shot.
Aside from all that, going to just the Jackass movies, do you have a favorite moment? Does one pop to your mind and go, oh, you know what? This one sticks out for whatever reason? Because I think, just as a fan, I'm curious, and I think a lot of your fans are curious if you have one that's special to you.
I'll give you an answer, but all of it is special because it's something that I created with my friends, and it, for whatever reason, it took off, and I mean, we didn't even think it could be a TV show. We thought it was going to get on TV, and no one's going to watch, and then if we got to do a movie, no one's going to go see them. And we were surprised at every step of the way. And if you spent time with us on the set, you would be amazed that we get any footage at all. You know, it was in Jackass 2. Me, Ryan Dunn, and Bam were standing in front of a Stingmore mine in Arkansas at this place that, you know, had military contracts and eventually got indicted for selling, in a sting, selling weapons to a small African nation that was run by the FBI, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they were supposed to make me a cum grenade, and they weren't calling me back anymore. And then I had an idea where I wanted, you know how though you see a woman, you can throw a guy who can throw a card at something and like
and it sticks in there.
Or
yeah,
you know,
cut it.
I'm like, why? Like, get one of those guys and throw him at Wee Man's ass. You know, that was the whole idea. Luckily, the guy who came to do that day brought a stool that would provide shocks to Wee Man, right?
Oh.
And so he would sit on it, and they would throw. He would just act like he would throw, and it would shock him, and Wee Man's like, oh, that hurt. He did it like 3 or 4 times, and eventually Wee Man's like, oh, okay, I know what's going on. There's a card throwing machine in here. And you got to watch the bit. I maybe didn't do it justice, but that is one of my favorite moments.
I love it. That's the one that pops to mind. I appreciate that.
What if? Okay, so let's talk about George. Okay, and nothing bad happens to him. This is your son. He's 16, 15?
15.
All right. George got in a fight, but he kicked the kid's ass at school. We need you to come down. And you're at the game, and it's the Super Bowl that just happened.
Yeah.
And the excitement as it went on. What do you do? Do you say, hold on?
No, I go.
You leave the Super Bowl.
I leave the Super Bowl.
Your kid won the fight.
It's not a matter. I don't think that's an issue.
He doesn't even have a scratch on him.
That's not the issue here.
He really did a number on this other kid.
Well, actually,
it was justified. It was justified.
Exactly.
The kid was talking shit about you. He was saying,
that's not justified. That's not justified.
Your dad's weak. He's soft.
No,
he's a piece of shit. The Marines. I don't like the Marines.
No, I think that's a weird way that kids would tease one another.
This is the situation, man.
Okay, if that's the situation and he engaged, it doesn't matter who wins or loses. Well, I don't want anybody to get hurt, is what I'm saying. And
the kid was an asshole. Let's just face it.
He's a real asshole. He was like an older kid that was held back. He's like 20.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But George just
had enough.
Really just unleashed some sort of rage that we didn't know that he had.
He tapped into like Keanu Reeves Matrix shit.
Like the Hulk? Almost like the Hulk?
Yeah, like blind rage and just works the kid because he was talking smack about you. You're at the Super Bowl, it's third quarter, and you're killing it.
Third quarter?
And third quarter, and George is like,
okay, that's different.
Don't worry about it, Dad. I just handled it.
Third quarter's different. Third quarter's different.
Okay.
I tell the school I'll be there as fast as I can.
Okay.
That's
fourth quarter, go 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Tie game.
Yep, same thing. I say I'm on my way right now.
First quarter, 3-3.
First quarter, 3-3.
Yeah. I love it. This is real right now, and I love it.
Really I go to see what's going on.
Oh, God.
I know. And by the way, then I hold it over him for the rest of his life.
You know what? Now we're just going to talk smack about you for that.
That's a good policy, is just to look for stuff to hold over your kids for the rest of their lives.
Remember in The Matrix when they shot those guns? And
That's my favorite part to see with slow motion. He was running.
It's bullet time. It was amazing.
It was bullet time.
I know.
It was
'cause I'm a
revolutionary.
nerd.
They used a bunch of cameras in a big circle, and they took pictures within one fraction of a second of each other.
The propeller heads do have one track on the.
That's what I'm talking about.
Got to be that
right
track.
there.
That's
called
Skybreak.
Skybreak.
Can you play it, please? Can we play a little bit?
Can we get a taste? Can you break us off a taste? I don't know if it's possible. Let us know when you got it.
If this is it, I will win the award for most obscure music reference in a movie.
Okay. I will, and I will grant it.
Thank you.
Unopposed, because that's a deep,
cut.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it up too, just in case. Skybreak propeller heads.
Hold on. That's a beatbox. Yeah. Give me a sec.
It just didn't do this the whole time.
Fuck, you were
There,
right.
there,
you were
there.
freaking right. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Boom.
And then wait.
All I want to do is shoot and run right now. I wish everybody could see this right now.
Nailed it.
He does a one-handed cartwheel and he grabs the Mac 11 and shoots it upside down.
Oh, come on. Guys, all three of us, come on.
Right there.
Come on, that was too good. Claire, what do you think about that?
I think that was really manly.
You know what?
I've conditioned her properly.
You're welcome, bro.
Yeah.
That's good.
We
Thank
just
you.
we just hooked you up on a date with your wife. Do you have the boots?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Shut.
Oh, no.
Shut it.
No.
Right. Shut it right now, because this is going to be. You will not be able to top this. If he gets the boots, dude, game over.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to push quit on Zoom, and I'm going to kill myself because you can't get better.
I think if this happens, I will move to where they drop
Come
that
on,
first
guys.
out.
What are you doing?
Oh!
For crying out loud.
Oh my God!
Not only did I have them,
We got the boots.
they're very close by. Like I literally just said, they were almost in this room.
I am right now. I'm losing my mind.
These are the best.
Guys, little secret about the boots, and this is where Tom meets the character Lieutenant Dangle. The boots are out, obviously.
Yeah.
Our buddy Travis Kelsey, is that his name?
Yes.
So he referred to himself as New Boot Goofin this week, and I think it was because of the mustache. But it's the boot. But here's where Tom comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Inside.
You're taking care of him. You're taking care of him.
These are going to be museum quality. These are mint for life.
I'm telling you, those boots.
Oh.
Those boots and your character.
How they smell? How do they smell?
They smell like Kenny Rogers' scrotum.
Oh.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. Yeah, that was one of those. Boy, talk about dumb luck. I've had a lot of dumb luck, and that was one of them. We agreed that we were going to do a podcast the week before COVID started.
Copy
Keep
that.
Yeah.
Keep that.
Yeah. I'm putting parentheses around it.
I just want people to see how real I am, you know?
They'll get it. They're going to get it.
I don't know if they will.
They will. You got a bunker.
No. But I was just telling my assistant, put out something that shows people how real I am. So
Give me that long blue run that's just at the right angle down. It's not green. It's not, but it's a nice, and it goes from all the way from the top all the way down to the bottom.
Like
so you
a
can take
mile.
that gondola ride back up. And it's like a mile, like you said, like a mile. And you just
take
cruise
it in,
man. You cruise it.
There's little tiny jumps where you're like, ooh, I'm gonna.
What do you ride back up?
The gondola.
The gondola, huh?
Well, he rides the gondola. I ride the gondola.
That's what I ride.
Yeah, that's what I ride.
What?
It's totally different.
I'm saying it wrong?
No.
I
You're
don't know
saying
if you're
the
saying
right.
it wrong.
It might be something else.
You're just not saying it the way I've heard it my whole life.
How do you say it?
Gondola.
Gondola.
Gondola. And what am I saying?
Gondola.
Oh, it's a gondola. You guys are idiots.
Is it though?
You guys are major idiots.
I like the gondola.
Let's take it to the streets. Can we get a little?
Are you gonna do man on the street interviews?
Yeah. We'll throw it out to Smudge.
in.
To Smudge, who's out at the Home Depot giving out koozies.
Let's ask the public what they think about the gondola.
That was Listen, either way, I'm right. So
I guess, yeah, when it comes down to it, there's no question. It's gondola. We talked about moguls, and we talked about skiing. Why did we talk about skiing? Oh, your glasses.